Hey cruisers, welcome back to Vlogtoberfest. Tonight we are going to play a very fun and interactive game of Name That Pool Deck. This whole Name That Ship thing has been going so well, and it's been the most fun way to spend time together. So thank you so much, those of you who are coming back and back again for these fun interactive events. We are also going to put together an orange spice old fashioned. I just want to let y'all know, I actually bought my first bottle of whiskey ever in life for this. So if you are going to be making the old fashioned with us tonight, drop us a comment in the chat. We'd love to find out what you're using, if you're using whiskey or brandy, how you're gonna be doing it, but that's how I'm gonna do it. I want to get into just a couple housekeeping items before we make our cocktail and get into the fun game. First of all, I wanna just thank all of you so very much for watching today's news video. There was so much news to report on over the last week, and to be honest, most of it was very good and encouraging news. We talked about MSC's new air filtration system on their new ship in Europe. We talked about Holland America sending 6 glorious ships up to Alaska. We talked about Royal Caribbean's new patent for a tracelet. We talked about Royal Caribbean moving some ships around and some deployment changes in Australia and in the Caribbean. There was so much to it, so if you didn't see that one, go back to our channel and watch it. It has been a very popular video. Also want to thank everyone for sticking with us this week throughout our third week of Vlogtoberfest, which we're calling Best and Worst Week. On Monday, we posted a video about the best and worst times to cruise to the Caribbean. Tuesday, it was best and worst times to cruise to Alaska. And tomorrow, it's the best and worst times to cruise to the Mexican Riviera. If there is a best and worst destination that you'd like us to highlight in the future, we'll do some research on it. Drop it in the chat, let us know. Mr. Cruise Tips TV said that a lot of people want to know the best and worst time to cruise to Asia. So we're going to be looking at researching that, but we're more than happy to dig in and do some research if you'd like us to for future episodes, maybe in November, December, to get us through the holidays. We also really just want to thank all of you for sticking with us. And we want to let you know that your likes on our videos, the fact that you're subscribed to our channel, and the fact that you're watching this content means everything to us. I know that we sound like a broken record sometimes. We're always asking you to like the videos and reminding you to subscribe and all of that stuff. And believe me, we feel like a broken record, but it is so important to us, and it is how we grow our channel. So thank you for bearing with us, but mostly just thank you for being here. It is wonderful to have you as our cruising friends. We wouldn't want it any other day, any other way, and this has been such a tough time for everyone, including us, and your friendship means so much to us. So let's get started on this cocktail. I'm going to pop the recipe in the chat. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, if you could pop the recipe up on the screen. I'm going to talk about this cocktail for just a moment really quickly, and then I'm going to make it. So tonight we're making what's called the Orange Spice Old Fashioned. This is a holiday take on an old fashioned, so it's not completely true to old fashioned. You are going to need sugar, orange peels, cinnamon and nutmeg, bitters, orange ones if you have it, whiskey or brandy, lemon lime soda or soda water, a cocktail cherry, and some orange peel for garnish. So we're actually gonna get started with it right now. We're gonna just have one camera tonight, so I'm gonna hold my glass up and kind of show you what I'm doing. I have kind of an old-fashioned glass here. Feels like it's a little dingy. I wanna clean it off a little bit, but there we go. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm looking at the recipe on the website with you guys, I'm going to put one little orange peel in the bottom of the glass. I'm going to put my sugar in the bottom of the glass, very small amount of sugar. And then I'm gonna pop my bitters in there. How many dashes of bitters do we need, guys? Okay, 3 dashes of bitters. I actually have grapefruit bitters on hand. So 3 dashes going in, 1, 2, 3. Well, that's probably more than that, but that's okay. So citrus bitters, I guess, right? That will work. What comes next? Okay, so we've got the orange peel, the sugar, the bitters. Oh, and I forgot the spices. So the cinnamon and nutmeg going in. And it says to gently, gently muddle it. I'm actually just gonna use the soft end of my muddler because they said gently. So I think what we're trying to do is just incorporate the sugar into the bitters and just kind of give it a little mix. Get some of that orange oil out of the peel to make it nice and flavorful. And again, it's a really small amount of sugar. I think we're looking at half a teaspoon here. Yeah, it was only half a teaspoon, and that sugar is optional. So if you don't want it sweet, you don't have to make it that way, but oh, It's releasing so many good aromas right now. That orange peel sounds good. So consider this cocktail for your holiday parties coming up. We have a lot of great holiday recipes for you this month. Last week's was so good. The cranberry ginger spritz was really good. Okay, so now what are we doing? We're adding the whiskey or brandy. How much brandy or whiskey do I need? I'm not even familiar with my own recipe today. Ooh, 2 ounces of my whiskey. I got this at Trader Joe's. This is $35 for this Japanese whiskey. It is just delightful. I've been sipping it neat for the last few weeks, every so often. So let's go ahead and add our 2 ounces here. Oh boy, that's gonna be strong. Oh my goodness, and I haven't had dinner yet. This ought to be interesting. Let's pop that in there. So what comes next? Reading my instructions. Okay, now we're gonna top it with our ice very gently. And they're saying to give it a stir, absolutely no shaking of the old-fashioned is allowed. Sorry for the loud ice noise in the microphone. I know that's really annoying, but I have to stir my cocktail. Okay, giving it a good stir. I think it's pretty well incorporated. Taste test. Oh my word, that's good. And then we're topping it with a large orange peel garnish and a cherry. And there you have it, the orange spice old fashioned. That is beautiful. I'm going to put more ice in there to melt down because that is extremely strong. Oh, no wonder it's too strong. I forgot to add the soda water. So if you'd like to add soda water or your lemon lime or whatever you have, pop it in. I need to because drinking straight whiskey, I had a bad experience with whiskey. It's not the kind of thing where I drank too much whiskey at all. It actually is completely the opposite of that. I'll tell you guys my whiskey story and why I never drank it for most of my adult life. I went on a camping trip with my grandpa, my dad, and my uncle when I was about 22 years old. So I was of legal drinking age, but I really didn't drink much at all. I just had no interest in alcohol, really. Well, my uncle and I decided to go fly fishing together, and we were at a high altitude. We had camped into the Sierras, and we were staying at a pretty high altitude. And during the trip, so before we went on this fishing trip, I had been getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. I was actually becoming a little bit ill. I felt nauseous. Didn't help that we were at a high elevation. They had to put me in this tent during the day. It was bad, you guys. I was eaten alive. So I was already a little bit vulnerable. So we go on this fly fishing trip, and my uncle, very innocently and sweetly, he's like, "Hey, Sherry, do you want to try my whiskey?" And he had a flask, like room temperature, straight out of his jean jacket pocket, and I took a sip of it, and it was the most disgusting thing I'd ever tasted in my life. I didn't know what whiskey was. I didn't know anything about hard liquor. I didn't like hard liquor. And ever since then, when I smell it, I just think, ugh, that was awful. So anyway, that's my story about whiskey. I'm sorry for taking so long to explain that to you guys. Lori, we want to thank you so much for the super chat tonight. That is a very generous super chat. Lori was also our cruiser of the week last week. Thank you so much. She said, "I really enjoy these live broadcasts and kibitzing with all of you and the hosts at CTTV." Thank you, Lori. That is so awesome. We appreciate it. Just want to read some more things from the chat tonight too, in addition to thanking Miss Lori for that. Shane Whedon says, hello, Shane. Just Me Taxi Lockwood said, "I love your blouse." Why, thank you so much. It is a fashion original, one of my favorite clothing services, and it's so reasonable. Thank you, Stacy, also. I love it. Yes, Stacy, it is great whiskey. It is the only whiskey I can bring myself to drink now. Holly Ayers said, "I enjoyed the podcast today." Thank you so much, Holly. That was a fun podcast. In case you're not familiar with our podcast, Cruise Tips TV Unplugged, which you can find anywhere you listen, guys, today, the podcast that went live was 10 things you can do to prepare to cruise again. Anything from mentally preparing to physically preparing to preparing on a packing level. So we went pretty, 35 minutes of depth into that topic, and it was really great. So be sure to listen wherever you listen to podcasts, and thank you very much for that. Jeremy Norris said, "Next, can we learn to make a labadoozy?" Okay, Jeremy, I want to do the labadoozy, but it requires a lot of different blender mixers, and I need to find out where to buy that stuff. They're very complicated, but I'll try to put that on my list for you. Jin Megsy said, "Someone must have tipped Sherry at the start of the cruise. She's being generous with the proportions of liquor." Yeah, since I tipped myself and bought my own $35 bottle of whiskey, Gin Megsy. I feel like I can be pretty generous with my pour. I love it. Maurice Vergara said, when was your last cruise? Maurice, it was last November on Royal Princess. It has been almost a year since we cruised. I did have the opportunity to go to Cabo San Lucas in February on a land vacation, and it was absolutely wonderful. Bill Bayango's in the house. The party doesn't start until Bill's here, guys. Bill says, sorry I'm late. How's everyone doing? Not feeling confident about my January cruise. Bill, hold out hope for January. I'm not holding out much hope for December because I think the cruise lines are going to need a lot of restart time. I'm holding out hope for your January cruise. Darlene Crone said, hello, Cruise Tips TV family. Indian summer in Ohio, just booked a cruise today. Darlene, that's the same with us. Indian summer out here in California as well, although it is cooling beautifully. It's getting a little bit better, but congratulations on booking your cruise. Shoshana Higgins said, hello, I'm a crew member watching this and crossing my fingers that I get a contract soon. Shoshana, what a treat it is to have you here. Would you feel comfortable telling us, no personal information required, but Shoshana, what do you do on cruise ships? We'd love to hear from you. And oh my goodness, we have another super chat from our very own Mike and Cheryl. Mike and Cheryl, cheers to you. I want to remember, how do you say cheers in French? I can't remember. You need to tell me. I don't remember, but thank you guys so much. That's so sweet. We appreciate your friendship so much. And thank you very much for being on that live event with me last night. You guys were fun. It was fun. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. So there's a message popping up on my screen right now that says I can buy my own super chat. Do you want to buy your own super chat? I could do that. I could buy myself a super chat. But thank you guys. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you, Mike and Cheryl. Really, really, really appreciate you guys so, so much. So what do you say we play a little game? Mr. Cruise Tips TV, are we ready to play a little game of Name That Pool Deck? Who's ready? Oh, Daryl, Sante, salute. Oh yes, salute. Thank you. In my mind, I was saying something that was kind of like that, but I know that I know I didn't get my accent right when I said it that way, but I tried. Oh, Shannon, thank you. I love the German one. Cheers in French is santé. Okay, so why do we have salute and santé? Is there one in French Canada and one in France, maybe? Kevin JY, Cruises and Discoveries. All the crews are waiting to come back on ship. Oh my goodness sakes. Kevin JY and Shoshana, our crew here tonight. What a treat. Shoshana said she works in guest services. Wow. This is amazing. We're so thankful to have you here. You are our VIPs tonight, our crew waiting to be patriated back on the ship. I guess you could say you're repatriated back to your home countries, and we want to get you back on those ships. So thank you, Kevin JY, and thank you, Shoshana. So, so, so awesome to have you guys here. It's really special. All right. Making sure I don't have any other questions coming in, but Mr. Cruise Tips TV is manning it. Pam, I'm glad that you enjoyed the podcast as well. All right. Let's get this party started. All right, now we're going to play a game of Name That Pool Deck. We have 20 pool areas to show you tonight from a variety of different cruise lines, lots of different cruise lines. I think they're all our images tonight, right, Mr. Cruise Tips TV? All our images. We're gonna go ahead and put the first image up on the screen, and you tell me when it's up. We have to thank Dave? Oh my goodness sakes. Another super chat tonight from Dave Savard, who said, thanks for doing all the extra prep work for these trivia games. Thank you, Dave. You are such a sweetheart, and Dave knows it does take a lot of work going into it. So this is how it looks, Dave, and thank you for acknowledging that, right? This is, Mr. Cruise Tips TV takes about 2 days to find the photos, and he calls me into his office, and I sit on the floor next to him, and he's like, okay, what do you think about this one? What do you think about this one? What ship is this? And I have to try to remember, and sometimes we can't remember the ship, and then we have to go find out what ship it was, because we have like this mess of photos. Generally speaking, if he's found it, we know the place we cruise to, and we know the cruise line, but sometimes we'll get like, you know how you could get like a couple of certain classes of ships confused. Tuco Girl, Andrea, thank you so much for the super chat. My goodness sakes, you guys are very, very generous tonight with the super chats. Thank you. It really is helpful to us. It's never expected, always appreciated, but thank you so much. Now back to what Dave was saying about what goes into the photos. What you have to realize about Mr. Cruise Tips TV too is that he's a perfectionist, and I know he doesn't mind me saying this. So he wants to fix the photos to have nice light, and sometimes he has to erase the name of the ship from the pool deck. So you'll see tonight that there might be a place where there was a name. It might be just like, it might have just been like Carnival Liberty, like right out there on the pool deck, right? So yeah. I know, it's great, but thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of our super chatters tonight, and thank you to all of those of you who are attending and showing us your love and support. So many people have already hit the thumbs up button too. We already have 67. Thank you so much. I haven't tasted my drink. All right, time to put the first image on the screen. Is it up, Mr. Cruise Tips TV? Here it comes, guys. Name that pool deck. We're gonna see who can get it fastest. Okay, are we up? So this photo is absolutely beautiful. It has like that wide angle look to it. And this was just a gorgeous day. Interesting to see if anybody knows maybe where we were as well. Actually, I'm not sure where we were. I think, oh, yes, I know where we were. Very interesting photo. And there's another ship in here. And we have a winner. We have a winner. Our Quaxon is back in the house tonight and called it quickly. It is indeed Royal Princess. And Mark Webster was right behind Quaxon with a guess at Royal Princess. Excellent job, you guys. Excellent job. John B., you're right. There's nothing wrong with being a Photoshop perfectionist. It is so true. So yes, guys, this is, that was what you saw on the screen. That was Royal Princess docked in Puerto Vallarta next to a Carnival ship, which now it's not on my screen anymore, so I can't see it. But yes, very, very special. Great job, Quaxon. Great job, Mark Webster. There are no prizes tonight. We are just doing this for fun and your own personal glory. But I am very impressed with how fast y'all got that. Okay, let's do the next one. I feel like this one's gonna be a bit more of a stumper. Is it up? Okay, so look at this colorful pool deck. What ship do you think that this is? Another gorgeous sunny day. I think I see some towel animals lined up there on the pool deck. This is a special ship. Let's see if anybody can get this one pretty quickly. This cruise was a little while ago. It wasn't super recent, so I'll give you that little hint. Are we getting warmer? I think we have a winner. Mark Webster, good job. Mark, it is indeed Carnival Inspiration. A lot of you came in close with Imagination. Quaxon and Mark Webster, you guys were close with Imagination, but it is Inspiration. Those ships are almost identical. And that was one of the photos that Mr. Cruise Tips TV had to Photoshop the name of the ship out. For a ship of that size, I actually think that pool is pretty big, that pool area, and it is very welcoming and nice. Shoshana Higgins said, happy you're keeping people so excited for cruising. Shoshana, we are your biggest fans, and we will continue to do so. Mark Webster, what a great job. That was awesome. Yeah, Shannon, fantasy class ship for sure. Okay, guys, I'm super excited about this next one. I really wanted to get this ship into the rotation. I told Mr. Cruise Tips TV, this ship, whatever ship it is, I need people to see this and guess what it is because it's a really cool ship, and what you're looking at is a really exciting water feature. It's very unique and very scary. So what do we think we're looking at here, guys? What is it? It's kind of a different angle. You're still looking at the pool deck in a way because you got the pool kind of behind there. But what is it? I know you guys can do this one. All right, we have a winner. I'm gonna give it to Mark Webster and Stacy K, who came in with Norwegian Bliss. Mark said Bliss, Stacy said NCL Bliss, almost exactly at the same time. You are absolutely correct. That is indeed Norwegian Bliss. You are looking at that crazy daredevil water slide that they have where people sometimes get stuck and have to be extracted through a hatch. So I am just telling you, it is scary. I did not go on it. I wanted to, but I was really, really scared, and so I did not do it. I did not do it. I didn't. But I did see people kind of get stuck, and then they were okay. They kind of got back. into the rotation. So someone, Daryl said, is the inspiration still around? I know that Imagination was recently scrapped. I'm looking to see if Inspiration has also been sold or scrapped as well. I don't think it has yet, but I want to say it's up for sale. Does anybody know what the current status is? It's leaving the fleet. What's that? Yeah, I think it's headed for Turkey as well, if it's not already scrapped. But yeah, very, very sad. That was an RIP moment, wasn't it, guys? Oh, so sad. And Carnival Liberty's coming to our coast, which is going to be very, very excited. Yes, Samir, Imagination was scrapped. Hello, Pablo from Costa Rica. How wonderful. Sonia said both ships were indeed sold. Thanks, guys. Thanks for confirming that. I thought so, but I wanted to make sure. A lot of you did really well with Norwegian Bliss fast there. Mark, you really did nail it, though. You were the first. Good job. Okay, you guys ready for a fun one? Let's pull up the next image, Mr. Cruise Tips TV. It was a rainy embarkation day when this photo was taken. This, as you can see, this pool deck features a very large pool. It's a really big pool. It's very beautiful. It's very luxurious. What cruise ship and cruise line are we looking at here, guys? I know you can do this one. Daryl said, I still have to sail a fantasy class ship before they're all gone. RIP indeed. I would. I think they're a ton of fun and that you should do it. All right, we have another winner. Mark Webster, you are on fire. Mark, you got it. Quaxon was right behind you. That is indeed MSC's Seaside. Those wires that you saw and those tubes were the zip line area going across the pool deck, which is pretty crazy and cool. Good job, Mark Webster. Quaxon was right behind you. Travel with Nick was right behind you. Samir, Michelle, a lot of people got that one. Good job, you guys. I'm really impressed with your knowledge of MSC. You all have come a long way, getting to know MSC better. Wonderful cruise line, definitely worth checking out. I think we have a birthday tomorrow in the house. Badminton Sunset, happy birthday tomorrow. Thanks for spending your pre-birthday night with us. Wonderful to see you. Okay, good job. That was number 4. Can you believe we're only on number 4? Let's go to number 5. Mr. Cruise Tips TV. We're up, yeah? It's no secret that this photo is of a pretty old ship. Very curious to see if you guys can figure this one out. Junior is crouched on the edge of the pool in that white shirt, and I am getting ready to catch him. He is literally pre-jump. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, did you capture that from video? You don't remember? I think you might have captured it from video. So what ship is this, you guys? Let's see if anybody's gonna get it. Such a Hermione. Oh, okay, let's see. No, it's not Seaside. It's not Imagination. It's not Caribbean Princess. Okay. Travel with Nick, pick one. You guys are doing good. You've got some really good guesses here. I'm going to give it to Jasper because he got it right. It is Carnival Spirit. I know that Travel with Nick said Carnival Pride or Spirit, but it is Spirit. So we were looking for Carnival Spirit. Jasper, good job. Excellent, excellent, excellent. When Mr. Cruise Tips TV told me that was Carnival Spirit, I didn't even remember that we went on Carnival Spirit. In fact, I don't even know if I have that one on my list of cruises that we've done, but yes. Travel with Nick, yes, it was Spirit. Great job, though. You were right. You were all around it. You were all around it. Excellent job, you guys. Okay, let's do the next one. I think this one's going to stump you guys. Maybe I'm wrong because this next ship that's coming up on the screen right now, it's a popular ship. But I had a hard time when I saw it. I was like, what ship is that? Do we have another birthday? Vicky, happy birthday. Oh my goodness sakes. All kinds of birthdays. I'm going to take a drink and I'm going to stare at the chat and wait for you guys to get this one right because this is a good one. Hey, Badminton Sunset, you just subscribed. Congratulations, and I want to thank you so very much. All right, I believe we have a winner in the house tonight. And it was a close call, but Quaxon typed the fastest with Harmony of the Seas. It is indeed Harmony of the Seas. And boy, was that pool crowded that day. Wow, it's like people soup, right, guys? A lot of people in that pool. And I think shortly thereafter, they made everybody get out of the pool. I don't know what happened, if it was a diaper issue or something nothing like that, but, you know, reality show cruising. So anyway, happy birthday, Vicky, and good job, Quaxon. A lot of you guys got that one pretty quickly. Travel with Nick, Sarah Baker, Matthew, you guys did really well. That was really, really fast. Hi, Mary Ellen, good to see you. So glad you made it. Okay, Mr. Cruise Tips TV, let's take it to the next one. I think this is more of a stumper, but I could be wrong. Little Junior flying down the water slide on this particular ship. It's a colorful little kids play area. He was flying hot too. There's definitely a good reason why they have that sort of backstop there so that the kids don't fly into that wall. But what ship is that? It's a ship that we really love. Also, Tommy with Always Be Booked, if he was here, he would tell you he loves that one too. We have a winner, Travel with Nick. Excellent job. It is indeed Carnival Splendor. Travel with Nick, that was hard. That was hard. I am very impressed, especially with the distraction of a child flying through the air. It's like, what are we looking at here? But wow, yeah, Terry Carver, a baby Ruth in the pool. Exactly, exactly. Great job on Carnival Splendor. That was tough. Shannon H says, thanks to Mr. Cruise Tips TV, our family now refers to hot tubs as people soup. Yeah, it's true. He is not a hot tub fan. He'll go in a pool, but generally more at like a hotel, or he'll go on on a princess cruise ship where the pools are quite uncrowded. You'll definitely find him swimming with Junior or me. MSC, just he is not ever going to be in that hot tub. Okay, let's pull up the next one. This is a really nice, simple picture. There's not a lot of distractions in this photo. Got some kind of cloudy skies. I think maybe we had just had a storm here. I'm not sure. Not a lot of people around the pool, which is kind of what makes me think that it might have just been a storm on this particular ship. What ship do you guys think we're looking at right now? Human Soup, Mike and Cheryl. Yes. Samir Jr. is probably watching in the chat, so he will see it and say hello back to your boys, Samir. Thank you so much. And we have a winner. Quaxon is back, and Quaxon is on fire. Guys, you're looking at Caribbean Princess. To those of you who guessed Grand Princess, excellent guess because it's extremely similar. This is one of 2 outdoor pools on Caribbean Princess with hot tubs. So they don't have the covered pools on Caribbean, which I really miss and I really like. Good job, Quaxon. Back and doing great. Mike and Cheryl, you guys got it pretty close behind there too. Very impressive. They're on fire. We're not stumping them much, hun. We're not stumping them much. This next photo is one of my favorite pool deck photos ever. This photo that Mr. Cruise Tips TV is about to put up, I believe may have been taken at sunrise and not sunset. I think either Mr. Cruise Tips TV or I were out doing early morning footage. Oh, no, it was Mr. Cruise Tips TV because this is the cruise, and if you watched our vlogs, I'm gonna give it away right now, where he basically fell asleep at dinner every night and woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is his normal exact opposite schedule. So who knows what ship that is? Okay, I'm looking. Isn't that a gorgeous pool deck though, you guys? Now, when the sun rises, they put pads on those things. Okay, Quaxon got it, and Sarah Baker, you're right behind Quaxon. It is MSC Meraviglia by Sunrise. And what a gorgeous pool deck that is. Great job, Quaxon and Sarah. You guys really came in exactly at the same time. Very impressive. All right, Mr. Cruise Tips TV, I'm getting hoarse tonight from talking, so I need some whiskey to heal my hoarseness. Excuse me. I don't know why I bring out the accents on live streams. It is never a good idea. Ever. Do we have the next one up, Mr. Cruise Tips TV? Okay, all the kids in the house are gonna love this picture, all the cute little towel animals. It's pretty much a dead giveaway, I think, this particular one. But you wake up in the morning on this particular cruise line, and typically you walk out to the pool deck and this is what you see, and it's the sweetest thing. This cruise line does it a lot towards the end. Thank you, Dave. I'm gonna drink, thank you. Horses are for hay, says Junior. All right, guys, what ship is it? Tell me, where are we seeing those adorable little towel animals? Mark Webster, you are on fire again. Mark, you are giving Quaxon a run for Quaxon's money. Great job. It is indeed Carnival Imagination. Rest in peace, sweet West Coast friend. We had such good times on that ship. Guy's Burgers. Fun, fun, small ship with a big pool and the best customer service ever. Good job, Mark. A lot of you guys did well with that one too, with Imagination. Was anybody close behind you? No, Mark. It was a landslide. You really got that one fast. Great job. I feel like my hair is getting darker, you guys. Does my hair look like it's getting darker? I just got it done like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and now it's like getting kind of dark and brassy again. I don't know. And there comes the accent. That means it's time to put another cruise ship up on the screen. Hi, John Anderson. Thank you, John, for encouraging all the thumbs ups. All right, guys, we're looking at another ship. Ooh, I know some of you guys are going to get this one. It's a little hard to tell on this cruise ship where we are. If you could see where we are, it would probably be a little bit more of a dead giveaway. But start making your guesses, and let's see if someone can nail this one. Again, a wonderful cruise. Holy moly, I think we have a winner already? Okay, Mark Webster, have you been spying on our computer? Because I am so impressed with you tonight. Yes, it is indeed Diamond Princess. Now, a lot of you guys were pretty quick to answer there. Matthew, Sarah, Quaxon, good job. Mark Webster, though, you were first and you were 100% right. Mark, how did you know that that was Diamond Princess? I want to know what the dead giveaway was for you, because that's hard. That was hard. They're smart. We need to make these tougher. And I know that you're always saying that. And I'm always like, no, they won't get it, right? I don't know. Wow, that was impressive. Mark, what was the distinguishing factor? Jin Megzi, I don't even know if it's Shimizu. Yeah, Stacy, it could have been in Japan. Mark said the silver things on the funnel. Mark, the silver things on the funnel? That's high-level cruise ship knowledge right there. I'm very impressed. Jin Megzi, it might have been in Shimizu. It looks like it's not. It was back in the day? It wasn't on our Japan cruise, so it was probably the Mexican Riviera when we sailed on Diamond back in like 2003, 2004. Wow. Excellent job. Okay, Mr. Cruise Tips TV, put up number 12. Another gorgeous pool deck, very grand, very modern. Might be giving too much away when I tell you that it's very modern, but boy, those blue skies are so pretty. This might have been another sunset or sunrise shot because it's got a distinct absence of people. So what do you guys think this one is? What are we looking at? Double account, Mike and Cheryl. All right, guys, what ship is it? What are you thinking? We've got some guesses coming in. Stacy says MSC Grandiosa. No, it's not MSC Grandiosa. Travel with Nick, it's not Divina. Not Seaside. Keep guessing, guys. Keep guessing. You're doing good. You're doing good. Marielle and Dylan said, I have no clue. It is not Divina. It is not Seaside. What ship could it be? That is a big pool. They don't have it yet, Mr. Cruise Tips TV. We might have to put it back on the screen. Do you guys need more time? Do we want to put it back up on the screen? Okay, we have a winner. No need to put it on the screen. Stacy Kaig and John Carey at pretty much the exact same time said MSC Meraviglia. And you are correct. It is MSC Meraviglia or Meraviglia, however you want to say it. And that was taken on our European cruise last March. Beautiful ship. Absolutely beautiful and totally different from MSC Seaside. MSC Meraviglia is built a lot like one of the Royal Caribbean ships that has the atriums facing in. They have, not atrium, I'm sorry, the more, you know, the Galleria, I'm trying to remember the interior promenade deck, the promenade area. Whereas Seaside is built very much to face out. So it's a really different look and feel, but they're both very beautiful ships in their own right. Good job. Okay, we're gonna bring in some vintage cruise tips TV with this next picture here. You got Sherry on deck, sporting a bikini. What was I thinking? And what ship is this? I wanna see if you guys can get this one. Mike and Cheryl, the SS Nauseous. So funny. Okay, what ship are we on here, guys? Where I was standing out by the pool deck, posing for a photo in my swimsuit. What are we looking at here? So the funny story behind the photo that's on the screen, and I think you should leave it up a little bit longer, Mr. Cruise Tips TV, is that we were taking this photo on purpose to demonstrate how not to take a photo, because if you look closely, there is a pole coming out of my head. We were creating a video on how to take photos, good or bad photos. And so this was a demonstration of how not to do it, but we thought it was funny, so we saved it. In the meantime, while I was talking about that, we did end up with a winner. Travel with Nick came in fast and was absolutely correct. It is Star, Norwegian Star to be specific. Stacy was very close with Jewel because they're similar ships, but the two slides will show you that it is Norwegian Star. Good job, Travel with Nick. You had some close competition there, Travel with Nick, really close competition. That was a fun cruise. That was a Mexican Riviera one. Gosh, Junior was pretty little, 4 or 5 maybe. So good. Okay, great job, you guys. Let's do the next one. Actually, Kevin and JY, did you put the picture up yet? Okay, we'll talk Kevin and JY. We'll come back to you in just a moment. But we have another photo up on the screen right now. This is a beautiful, as you can tell, it's an aft-facing pool that you're looking at right now. And who doesn't miss that wake? Like, how gorgeous is that? All the deck chairs unoccupied and lined up. The life of a cruise vlogger is you gotta get up early to get these photos, right? Very likely that this was an early morning shot. Has anyone guessed it? This is a very distinct pool deck, and I know that you guys can get this one. I know someone is going to get it quickly. Let's see if we have a winner yet. I'm gonna have to scroll up a little bit. Do we have a winner? I'm not seeing it. Okay, we have a winner, and Jeremy Morris, you were indeed correct. This is Carnival Splendor with a very distinctive aft pool. I believe that Carnival Splendor may have been one of the ships intended for Costa Cruise Line. Is that correct? Splendor, one of the ones intended for Costa? I think it was, but yes, you are right, it is Carnival Splendor, and that is a great aft pool. For people who love that like giant, accessible to anyone area to hang out and look at the aft, it's wonderful. Control cam, no prizes, we're just doing it for fun. We don't want it to be too competitive and too competitive. That's really just what I meant to say. So we're having some fun. Katie's Many Adventures, I'm glad you were able to make it. We feel ya. I know. Mike and Cheryl, no Titanic in this one, but so funny because what was I doing the other day? I was looking for something and I was looking at royalty-free images and I typed in the word cruise ship, and you know, the famous image of Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet out on the bow came up, and I was like, you can't use that. You could never use royalty-free image from the Titanic for anything cruise related. That's taboo. Cannot do it. Thank you so much. Shannon, you're right. Thank you. Shannon did confirm that Splendor was made for Costa. Her sister ship was the Concordia, which is the one that was shipwrecked off the coast of Italy. So it is very eerie when you're on Splendor to be thinking about those matching features and to think of Concordia being no longer. It's very sad. Thank you, Shannon, for confirming that. I wasn't sure if it was Splendor or Miracle, but I thought it was Splendor. Jen Megsy said it's in Australia now, no backsies. That is so funny. Such a great ship, by the way. Splendor is a wonderful ship, very unique spa area, super cool. A lot of people from Australia came across our channel from our Carnival Splendor vlogs, by the way, because that ship was repositioning over there. So it's been really fun to get to know people from Australia. Okay, let's put the next one up on deck. This picture, I look at it and I get emotional just looking at it because when you attend this evening event on this pool deck and they play the music and the fountains are going, it's very emotional. At least it is for me. It's like my love for cruising put to music, put to a ship, put to a moment. So anyone can guess, what are we looking at here? It's just so incredibly beautiful. And we do have a winner. Excellent job. Quaxon got it. This is the beautiful Royal Princess, the fountain show at night. Gavin, you were right there as well. Super, super right behind Quaxon. But yeah, it is a gorgeous thing to go to one of these fountain shows. Imagine them playing like an incredible ballad, like just great emotionally evoking music, and the fountains are timed to it. They're not, the water is not going very high in these photos, but the water gets up to probably 40, 50 feet in the air, and it's so beautiful. If you'd like to see more of that, go watch the last day of our Royal Princess vlogs. Isabel, yeah, they do it on Royal and Regal. S. Gladding said, what do they play? They play so many different types of music, but imagine them playing Andrea Bocelli, Conte Partiro, and you'll feel it. You'll get it. You'll see exactly what I mean. Just imagine Andrea Bocelli, and that's the vibe. It's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, that was Royal Princess. Excellent job, guys. They do look the same. They do. Yes, Tuco Girl, they do put the fountain show in the Princess Patter, and they're usually at 9:00 p.m. on Mexican Riviera cruises, but they are absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend that you check that out. Dave Savard said the last night Princess shows them all back to back. Dave, that might be how we somehow were able to catch the shows finally on the last night of our Royal Princess ship cruise, because we kept missing them. Maybe that's why, because maybe they gave us a few hours. It's so funny. It is very romantic and beautiful. Yes, Isabel, it is exactly like the Bellagio fountains in Vegas, just with fewer people around, set to music. Absolutely beautiful. And like Larry said, different themes. So they have, it's not always like Italian opera or anything like that. They change it up and they have different themes. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. Let's go to our next photo. I'm excited about this one. I found this one and I asked Mr. Cruise Tubes TV at the last minute to please include this gorgeous pool in the slideshow. And I love the little red umbrellas and I love this pool deck. I think you guys are going to be able to figure this one out pretty quickly. Don't you think they'll get it quickly? You can get this one, guys. Come on, let's do it. What are we looking at here? So pretty, so colorful. It looks so clean too. This picture everything just looks so sparkly and clean to me. I love it. And obviously this picture was taken from a high up deck. We have a winner. Katie's Many Adventures nailed it. It is Carnival Panorama. Good job. Stacy, you were really, really close. But yes, my friend, that is a brand new, beautiful ship that we get to call our own. Hopefully they keep it here. After all that we've been through, I hope they don't shift her to another area. But yes, this is the beautiful Carnival Panorama. I had the opportunity to spend about 6 hours on this ship last December for their media event and the christening, and just, that was incredible. It was the first time I'd ever been to one of those, and boy, it was really neat. You got to see Vanna White and Guy Fieri, and it was just incredible. The rabbi that gave a blessing at the christening was actually my favorite part of the whole thing. If you go to our Instagram stories, we saved it into a highlight. It was a beautiful, emotional christening speech about tying the sea into our souls. And oh gosh, it really stuck with me. I will never forget that rabbi speech. Beautiful. So good job. That was a hard one. I'm super proud of you, Katie's Many Adventures. Excellent. Okay, we have 4 more to go. Let's go to the next one, Mr. Cruise Tips TV. I want to say Junior and I are floating about in the hot tub in this photo. I love the way the sun is dancing and hitting the pool in this picture. It is so pretty. It's what I think of when I think of a perfect cruise day. A moment in a hot tub, an uncrowded hot tub with my kid, without a lot of people around, on one of my favorite cruise lines, one of my favorite places, just us and the wind, and sometimes the sound of the horns, whatever's going on. Let's see if you guys can get this one. I'm pretty sure you'll get it. A lot of guesses coming. Isabel, you're never losing your sea legs, my dear. You're never losing your sea legs. Do we have a winner yet? What's that? Oh, let me check. I do believe we have a winner in the house. Liberty Cruiser. You nailed it. It is indeed Golden Princess. This is a very old photo from Golden Princess in Alaska, 2013. Did we decide it was 2013? I think we did. Great job, Liberty Cruiser. You nailed it, babe. Yeah, that was a great cruise. This was actually before we were vlogging. And it was the year we started Cruise Tips TV back in 2013. And we did do a ship tour, but we certainly weren't at the point yet where we felt comfortable talking on camera or anything like that. So it's kind of an old one. All right, you guys are doing really well. We've not gotten any ships that have stumped anyone yet. So let's go to this next one here. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, we've got little Junior, little teeny tiny Junior in the photo again by the pool deck. And what ship is this, guys? Oh, you're so funny, Jen Meggsy. Sherry for godmother of Carnival Celebration. That will never happen, but it is a beautiful and precious and sweet thought. I am not a public figure, but that would be incredible, but it'll never happen. But thank you, that's so cute. That is so cute. Oh, Liberty Cruiser and Vernon, that was your first cruise ship, so you recognize it. It's like it's burned in your soul. Okay, I believe we have a winner here, and it is, let me just make sure nobody got it earlier. Okay, just checking. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, I think that we have a winner. Who do you see? Okay, I saw someone different. I'm glad I asked you because I see the person right above her as being the winner. You see it now? Yeah. Okay, we have a winner, guys. Shoshana, our guest services crew member, nailed it. It is Carnival Miracle. Katie's Many Adventures, you came in right after Shoshana. Congratulations, Shoshana. Little tiny Junior wearing his little sunglasses, warming up in a towel on the beautiful Carnival Miracle. Good job, you guys. A lot of you did get that. Terry Carver says, Mini Junior, I know he was so cute and he had little baby fat and I miss the baby fat so much. It's the best thing ever. Okay, we have 2 more, Mr. Cruise Tips TV. Are you ready, sir? Put this one up on the screen. This is a crazy one. What are we looking at, guys? What are we looking at here? This is a unique one. I'm going to be impressed with whoever gets this. This is a tricky one. It's coming at you from a different kind of angle. What do you think? What are we looking at? This is a cool concept. I really loved this area, and so did Junior. Obviously, I mean, come on, look at that. How fun is it? It's so cool. It's got a windy brown slide. Do we get a winner? We did? Okay, we have a winner. Quaxon coming in hot again. It is MSC Seaside. That is absolutely correct. So this is MSC Seaside, and I think this is the forest. It's called something like the Forest Adventure Pool, the Jungle Pool, the Forest Adventure Water Park, something like that. I want to look at the, actually, yes, it's called the Forest Aqua Venture Park. And it's fun and cool and loud and wild and great. Steve Roth said this water slide is sponsored by UPS. OMG, if there was ever a UPS Brown, it would be that. Yeah, I know. Lisa said, what is that bird cage thing? Look in the picture. Okay, the bird cage thing, I think is like a, it's like a bridge, I think. I can't see it anymore, but yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to bring up our last photo of the evening. Believe it or not, we've come to number 20 in our Name That Pool deck, and this is a cool one. This is a special one. Very curious to see if you guys can get number 20. So I want to just disclose that this ship that is on the screen right now has actually been renovated since we took this video. So this could be more of a stumper or maybe not. Katie's Many Adventures, the cocktail tonight is an orange spice, old fashioned, and it's very good. Junior, you can't guess all those at the same time. Katie's Many Adventures, if you'd like to have the cocktail recipes for Vlogtoberfest, I'm gonna put them on the screen for you really quickly. Hold on just 1 second and I'll get them for you so that you can get next Wednesday's cocktail, because next Wednesday is our last Wednesday event. And next Wednesday, guys, just so y'all know, we're gonna be making the apple cider margarita, and it's gonna have some tequila in it. All right, Katie's Many Adventures. Here's the cocktails. Make sure you guys get ready for next week with your apple cider margarita ingredients. Let's see if anybody's got this. I think we do have a winner. Yeah, oh yeah, we got a winner a long time ago. Who were you seeing as the winner? I just want to make sure. Okay, we have a winner. It is Mark Webster with Liberty. It is Liberty of the Seas, which is a Royal Caribbean ship. We went on that cruise quite some time ago it was actually a corporate incentive trip for me. So that was when Liberty of the Seas was still sailing out of Florida. Now it's in Galveston, right? But it was a beautiful ship. It was my first big mega ship from Royal Caribbean. I mean, even now it's not a mega ship, but it was a great ship. We had a ton of fun. Mr. Cruise Tips TV did a ship tour, and then they renovated it right after we went on. All right, you guys, that was a ton of fun. I am literally losing my voice because that was so incredibly fun. I love these events. Thank you so much for joining us. This Friday, we're playing a game of Name That Dining Venue. So it could be a dining room. We decided not to necessarily do food because we found the food to be a little boring. Like, look at this shrimp cocktail. What ship is it on? How are you going to figure that out? We found that the dining venues told a story. So we've gone back 15 years into our cruise history and found interesting dining venue photos where something's going on in the photo. It's not always just like, this is the dining room. Sometimes it's very simple, but sometimes people might be wearing funny hats. Junior might be doing something precocious. It's fun, and I think you guys are really gonna enjoy Friday night's episode. So we're gonna be back here Friday night. Friday night is wing it with your cocktail night. I don't know what I'll be drinking, but we hope you'll come back and join us. Quaxon, great job. Mark Webster, amazing job. You guys were really great tonight. Liberty Cruiser, good job. You got one of the most difficult answers tonight, in my opinion. I also want to just take a moment to just truly thank those of you who gave us a super chat tonight. It's really special and meaningful, and it does help our channel out a lot, so thank you so much. Very important too, all the likes, the subscriptions, and just the love for our community. We appreciate you guys so much. Can't wait to see you again on Friday night. Until then, we'll see you on the high seas.
Cruiser of the week!
Hey, click me to subscribe.